Well, we have a new president, and given that this is now day 2, I'm assuming the world has not ended. Whew. And that you're not about to sell everything off and go into hiding. Please don't. I've gotten a lot of calls like that, and like I've told everyone, if you're calling me like that, that means it's not going to happen. You may remember us talking about market trends tending to do best when there's a Democrat in the White House and a split House and Senate. So Dave, what happens when everything is controlled by the Democrats? The blue wave, if you will, or the blue suit, just for it. You're probably what's going to happen now. Well, historically, that mix has shown that the best average GDP for the country and the average return of the S&P at 13.2% annually is one of the top returns ever. And that may surprise you, but there's 18 years of market data to back that up, that this mix produces the highest GDP. Think about it. With Democrats in the White House, we usually see more government spending on programs and social services. And I don't think that 2021 is going to play out any differently. Do you? After recent, literally nausea-inducing fights in Washington, and I'm talking about both sides, our elected leaders have collectively made me wonder if this is literally the best that America can do for Americans. And as a general rule, I don't do politics due to my general disdain for the entire system. But as a financial planner, I do have to look at how politics can affect the markets. And I believe the initial stimulus of the CARES Act will be dwarfed, literally dwarfed, by the one that I continue to anticipate will come in February as a new stimulus package. Now, I'll make no judgment on whether it's needed or not, but any printing of money or putting additional money into the financial system will lead to economic action as the money turns within the economy, akin to adding diesel fuel or any kind of lighter fluid on a campfire. As money is spent dining out, and after paying the waiters and the hosts and the busboys and the restaurant owners put a little money in their pocket, money just continues to turn and turn and turn. And as that money continues to rotate through the system, there's going to be significant economic activity that is going to be happening. And this actually, folks, could lead to the roaring 20s. I know, a roaring 20s scenario in which the economy literally grows at a pace that's not seen in some time. Of course, the roaring 20s ended abruptly on October 29, 1929, when markets crashed and the Great Depression brought years of economic hardship. So at some point, the party does end. But my thought is, from the stock market and economic view, that within 4 to 8 years, we will see increased spending on infrastructure. So you can think about bridges, roads, and airports. I also believe that as this spending happens in major areas, there'll be a significant trickle-down effect, much greater than the $600 that they just gave out to waiters and hourly workers of the world. And these programs will benefit large American companies. They will, the majority of which are represented in the stock market. There will be bumps in the road. There always are. And if you watch CNN or Fox News, you'll experience even more bumps because you'll think the world is ending every single day. And that's why I don't watch either of them. Blah. But as this trickle down reaches the large and mid and small cap U.S. companies that cut costs in 2020, they'll start to profit. And money will be spent on increasing dividends to stock owners. Money will also be spent on buybacks as those companies go to Wall Street and buy back stocks, reducing the number of shares available to trade, thereby supporting or floating, if you will, their stock prices during market volatility and times where the markets are crazy, which allows equities to move higher when the buyers eventually return. So after being reminded how stimulus money will be spread throughout the economy and what companies will do as they do with the money that trickles to them, why would you consider even selling? I mean, simply because the election didn't play out the way you wanted? Really? So if you have questions or concerns about the state of the world, the election or whatnot, I totally get it. You're not alone, but please pick up the phone and talk to us before making any drastic decisions. I gotta go to cash or those type of things. We're here to help you plan for the long term, and one day is not considered the long term. Until next time.